Hi girls, it's Monday and I'm back. Last week, Laura mentioned it in her video and I told you guys on Facebook, but I work till 10 and it is very loud where I work, with the key machine and the saw and the people. And I just had a horrible migraine, like my eye was pounding, and I got home and I just crashed. So that's why I didn't make a video last week. So I'm going to start this video with last week's theme. Last week's theme was fictitious travel, and Mary actually stole mine, so I was going to say the DeLorean, and if I had made my video on time, she would have stolen it. But anyway, I choose the DeLorean. Mary also mentioned that putting fuel in the DeLorean would be very difficult, because it needs plutonium, but in the second movie, when Doc comes back from 2015 to take Marty and Jennifer to the future to see their future selves, he explains that he changed the DeLorean from running on plutonium to running on compost. Would actually be a highly efficient vehicle to use if you use the DeLorean time machine. This week we don't really have a theme because some of us aren't making videos, so it's just kind of a free-for-all. And while I was thinking about what I wanted to talk about today while I was working in the garden center register, which is basically a toll booth in the middle of the garden center with a heater so you don't freeze to death, it's super exciting. I was thinking about what I could talk about, and really the only thing going on in my life is grad school. Yesterday, the semester ended for my literary theory class, which was fantastic. And today, the semester starts for my grammar and linguistics class. And that made me think of something. So, Christmas, I was talking to a very good friend of mine that I went to middle school with. And she's a professional psychologist, and I write, and a lot of the people that we went to school with are very intelligent people that are doing great things with their lives. And we've noticed that all of us have really horrible grammar, just in general. And I read an article that says most children learn their grammar in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, and it's those three grades that it's just drilled into your head so much that you will never ever forget. During this incredibly important stage of mental development, according to this article, I had 5 English teachers in 7th grade, just 7th grade I had 5. Yeah, and most of them were horrible. One wasn't actually a teacher, she was a sub that we ended up having for like 4 months. One physically assaulted a student, and the last one that we had, which is the one I'm going to talk in depth about, would have been a better teacher for older kids and not middle school students. That particular English teacher made us memorize the passive voice verbs, like all of them. I'm going to try to say them slowly. We had to memorize them and we had to be able to say them really fast for absolutely no reason. They are be, am, is, are, was, were, being, been, has, have, had, may, can, must, might, could, would, should, will, shall, do, does, did. At the dinner table with my friend at Christmas, we both did that in front of her fiancé, and he stared at us like we were crazy because he never learned that. It's like, oh, well, we had to memorize them in 7th grade for absolutely no reason. The reason why I bring this up is because in the first module of my grammar and linguistics class is passive voice. And someone asked, what do you mean passive voice? What are these being verbs? And I have to recite them because it's just something that was so ingrained in me in 7th grade that I can't forget it. So my question for you guys this week is there something that you learned in middle school that is just ridiculous, that you never thought you would ever use and you haven't, but you still remember it because you were forced to memorize it? I know the being verbs, and I know Nothing Gold Can Stay by Robert Frost, which I was forced to recite like 2 or 3 years in a row. We had to recite that for when we read The Outsiders. That's what I have for you ladies today. Mariah, I don't think we're going to see you tomorrow, but I hope that your father is doing better. I look forward to seeing you when you come back, but don't rush it. If you have family stuff, you have family stuff. Enjoy your time with your family. So I'll see Laura on Wednesday if I don't see you tomorrow. And Megan, have a great time at World Cup. That sounds amazing. I will see you guys on Monday. Bye.